How long does trust administration take? Have you ever wondered how long it takes to manage a trust after someone passes away? Trust administration is a key part of estate planning, and understanding the timeline can help you navigate this process smoothly. Trust administration begins right after the trust creator, also known as the grantor, passes away or becomes incapacitated. The successor trustee steps in to manage and distribute the trust assets according to the terms set out in the trust document. The duration of trust administration can vary widely, but it is generally shorter and simpler than going through the probate process. Let's break down the stages involved. First, the successor trustee must notify all beneficiaries and heirs. This includes securing the trust assets, which may involve changing locks, notifying banks, and gathering important records. This initial stage can take anywhere from a few weeks to a few months, depending on how complex the assets are and how quickly everyone responds. Next comes marshaling and managing the assets. The trustee collects and inventories everything in the trust. This might involve closing bank accounts, transferring funds, selling real estate, or dealing with personal property. If the assets are diverse or hard to value, this phase can take more time. After that, the trustee must keep detailed records of all transactions and provide an accounting of the trust's assets, liabilities, income, and expenses to the beneficiaries. Depending on the trust terms and state law, this accounting may need to be formally prepared and approved, which can add to the timeline. Finally, once all debts, taxes, and expenses are paid, the trustee distributes the remaining assets to the beneficiaries as directed by the trust. Typically, trust administration takes several months to about 1 to 2 years to complete. The initial stages of gathering and securing assets might last a few months, while the entire process usually wraps up within a year or two. This is significantly faster than probate, which can take 3 to 5 years in some cases due to court involvement. Several factors can influence how long trust administration takes. The complexity of the trust and the assets involved plays a big role. Trusts with multiple types of assets or specific conditions for distribution will take longer. Additionally, if the assets are located in different states or countries, that can also extend the timeline. Another factor is tax filing requirements. The trustee may need to file trust income tax returns and possibly estate tax returns, which can add time, especially if extensions are filed. Beneficiary cooperation is also important. Disputes or lack of communication can cause delays. Lastly, the experience of the trustee matters. A knowledgeable trustee or professional fiduciary can help speed up the process. From an elder law and estate planning perspective, establishing a trust is often recommended to avoid the delays and public nature of probate. Trust administration allows for a more private and potentially quicker transfer of assets to beneficiaries. However, it still requires careful management, timely tax filings, and clear communication with beneficiaries to avoid any holdups. In summary, trust administration typically takes from several months up to a couple of years, depending on the trust's complexity and the assets involved. Proper planning and experienced trustees help ensure the process goes smoothly and aligns with the grantor's wishes.